Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Phoenix Draconis coming with you with another toy review video. Now this week's video is another throwback video, in this case featuring Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise Wheeljack. And this is a Voyager size figure. I believe it's a Voyager size figure. I don't have the original boxes for this. So if anyone can tell me if it's a Voyager class or a different type of class, let me know please, or Deluxe class. Anyway, as you can tell, he is a very stylized version of Wheeljack. This version of Wheeljack is not the mad scientist of G1 lore. This is a combat ready, or I should say combat hardened veteran of a Cybertronian or Autobot combat group known as the Wreckers. As Ratchet had, for anyone that saw Transformers Prime, Ratchet had explained to Agent Fowler that about the records, that basically they go beyond, the protocols of regular combat. They're basically black ops. So, like I said, he was part of this hardened group when he joined up with his buddy Bulkhead and the rest of the Autobots on Earth. So as you can tell, he has a very stylized look to him. He does have some of the basic looks that the original Wheeljack had, such as these silver wings, the face shield, and in the series, the face shield is sort of like a combat covering. So most of the time, when he's not in battle, he does have a face underneath. I think Dr. Wu made a add-on set that replaces the head, that gives you the tune accurate face, but again, that was years ago, so I doubt I would ever find something like that again. So I mean, let's go ahead and take a look at him. I mean, he's got a lot of good detail, around his face, his eyes. Now, like the Megatron figure that I showed off in the last video, he does have some light piping in the back of his head, so he's got that on there. So unfortunately, I don't have a lamp to shine on the back, so show off that light feature, so I gotta go ahead and do something about that later on. But nonetheless, you can see a lot of good molded detail along his waist and codpiece. You got the little molded details there on his hands, and there we go. You can see where, on the top of his hands, his fingers are articulated. The tires have some ridges and stuff. The wheel wells in the back of his wings, his legs. You can see where, what he's going to transform into. His swords also have a type of molded detail on there, so it's pretty awesome looking. I do know that Toy Hacks also has some repo labels for this particular character, so I think when I have the opportunity, or the funds, mind you, I will more than likely try and get this also, because I mean, just to see if it enhances the figure a little bit more. We're gonna go ahead and take off his weapons, and as a matter of fact, I'll probably show those off just a little bit more. So as you can tell by the light hitting that, he does have, the sword has an edge. It's also got some etchings on there, some Cybertronian text at the base of the blade next to the guard here. and you can tell there's like a little edge right there and like a type of tail right there. It's not bad. I like it. I'm gonna go ahead and put these off to the side. Now we're gonna go ahead and start off with some basic articulation. They are at a ball joint in a way, or a swivel joint here. So he does have that. He has some bicep swivel like that. Now this bicep does fold in, but that's due to transformation. His hand is on a ball joint, so he does have wrist rotation. His hands can fold out and fold in, but again, that is also due to transformation. Now, for those that didn't see it because I was out of frame, his hand is on a ball joint, like I mentioned before, and it does have a wrist swivel, which can go up or up, down, to and fro, and then of course this is all due to transformation. So, but now there is no waist rotation, unfortunately. Here his head is also at a ball joint. It can go 360, but you gotta adjust it accordingly. He can look up, he can look down, he can look left and right, and he can kick out around 90 degrees. He can kick back almost the same. He does have a thigh swivel, thigh rotation up here. He can bend at about almost 90 degrees. Get this arm out of the way. He does have some ankle tilt, so you can get him in those wide angle poses. So I mean, of course these will, and you can go ahead and have them posed up accordingly. So other than that, it's a very, very unique and stylized figure. Now, let's go ahead and, well, normally I would say let's go ahead and do some size comparisons, but if you saw my last video that featured Transformers Prime Megatron, you already know, he's at a certain height. So what we're going to do at this point is we're going to go ahead and just do a transformation. Now for that, we're going to go ahead, fold these wings in like so, and we're going to go ahead and we got to pull this gray section open up like so that way it unlocks here. We're going to fold the hands in and then turn this around. Once that's turned around, you're going to push that back in. Now for those that didn't see it the first time, because I may have been out of frame, I'm going to go ahead, fold this hand in and pull this out just a bit. Once you see this white tab, that's it. Don't pull any further. Turn it around like so that the window is facing out, and then you're going to go ahead and push in, and there we go. Okay, so once that's pushed in, there we go. Once that's pushed in, we're going to go ahead and fold the arms out like that. So we're going to go ahead and fold this down, push this portion up, and there we go. We got the sides. Now we're going to go ahead and open this up. I'm going to go ahead and push these down here. I'm going to go ahead and open this, thereby hiding the head so you don't see that visible head syndrome. Okay, and then we're going to fold this up since this is on a hinge here. There we go. So once that's there, I'm going to go ahead and move this over. Now, before we continue on, what we're going to do is we're going to twist the leg like this. Going to pull this down. And oh, yeah, twist this. Oh shit, sorry folks, I'm looking at the actual figure instead of looking through my camera. So for those that didn't see it the first time, we're going to twist the thigh. Damn it, we're going to twist the thigh off to the side like so. Once that's done, we're going to pull this down like that, and we're going to twist the thigh like so. Now once that's done, you're going to pull this down. Now what you're going to do next is you're going to take this piece and rotate it. Now there is a tab right here that's going to fit into that slot right here. Once you see that, once you hear that snap, that's it, you're good. Now for those that didn't see it the first time because I was out of frame, we're going to try that again. So we're going to twist the thigh like this. We're going to put the foot like that, like so. Now at this point, we're going to take this front, or this piece that was the front of his calf, and twist it like that. Then of course we're going to take this piece and turn it around like that. Oh, sorry. We're going to push this down. Now we're going to turn it around and let it snap in. Now once that's done, there are two pigs right here and right here. They're going to fit in their slots right beside the pigs right there. So once those are in, boom. Now at this point, you're going to go ahead and flip this waist up, and you're going to tap that in. Just to be on the safe side for those that didn't see it, since this waist is on a type of, on a swivel here, so you just swivel that down, and oh, there's a tab right here that's going to go into that slot right there, and then just tap that in there. Now we are almost done, because all we got now are the sides that used to be his arms. And go ahead and there we go. So these are items here that basically make up his shoulder pads. You gotta switch them up like so. Once they're there, all you gotta do now is make sure these hands are down, and then just slide that in there, and there we go. That side is done. Now we're going to do the same with the other one. Make sure that this is on here. Make sure it's touching the centerpiece right here. And then now you got that little light gray piece right here. You got to make sure that is swiveled down, and then just lock this on here. And there you go. There is Wheeljack in all his glory. I'm going to go ahead and put him down and adjust the camera accordingly. Hey, he's trying to escape. Alright. Not bad looking. Not bad looking at all. Now, of course, like I mentioned earlier, I may go ahead and see about getting some labels from Toy Hacks to see about making him a little bit more tune accurate. Oh, but there is one other thing I did forget, and that is his swords. Now, I think in one episode they had him, well, I should say there's a feature here that you can have him armed up front. So to do that, there is a tab. Let's see if I can, well, it's too bright, but I assure you. There you go. There's a tab right there. It's going to go into that slot in the hilt right there. And there we go. So you can have him utilizing his weapons like so. And that is pretty awesome looking. But the real storage is here. and there is a tab here and here on his foot, and all you gotta do is just place those in there. Ta-da! Oh yeah, one other thing I did forget to mention. In addition to that tab right there, there is a small little slot right here, and that's to accommodate this little divot here. So there we go. That is there. Very nice, very nice. And I mean, you can see the thighs and the, you know, and whatnot, but they're kind of meshed in. So I mean, it kind of gives that illusion of the underside, and it doesn't interfere with the rolling. So that is not bad at all. So this is one of the other figures that I wound up having to part with in my last toy purge. So I'm glad I was able to snag him as well. I think I wound up getting him through the buying app Mercari. So hey, I mean, if you're able to get it, shoot, go ahead and snag it. But other than that, in terms of a score, I like to go ahead and give him, I think I'll give him an 8. You know, other than, I want to say, other than some, well, actually, you know what, I'll change that to a 9. Other than the blandness on the sides, because there isn't really a whole lot of paint apps on here. I think that could wind up being fixed with some repo labels. But other than that, it's a great figure. I like him a lot. He was one of my favorite ones. So I'm grateful I was able to get him again. But other than that, I'd like to hear your opinions on this figure. Do you have him? And if so, do you like him? Do you hate him? Leave me your comments about this in the comment section down below. As I always say, comment, like, share, subscribe to this channel. Every subscription helps out my channel immensely. And as I've been saying for the past few weeks, I'd like to at least have 100 subscribers by the end of this month. And I can't do this without your help. I mean, as much as I love making these videos, you know, I need you to look at these. I need you to like and share them. I'd like to share my love of action figures, of Transformers and stuff like that with you all, because it's what I like, and I know people like these, because I like a lot of other, you know, YouTuber stuff as well. So, you know, by all means, please, let's share the love. Anyway, this is Phoenix Draconis, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Peace.